What's up, guys? We are
and
live.
everything that you do.
We are live here to discuss
I don't really need to look
the awesome careers
very much further. I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. I
of
won't
Whitney
ever
Houston
forget
and Bobby
this
Brown.
passion
And I
inside.
have a
I
special
can't
guest
run
today,
by myself.
my sister on
There's
here
nowhere to
that I love so much,
hide. Your love, I
Rolling
remember
Reviews.
forever.
That's ROLYNNS Reviews. Please go grab her up and subscribe. Rolling.
Yes. That music is sounding so good, Fine. You taking me back to high school now. Stop it.
Now
Woo.
I have it. I don't have the music behind it because I don't want to get the copyright. But
I feel you. I know y'all. Hey, I know the game.
so I'm gonna ask you this:
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite Whitney song?
Oh my God. It has got to be okay, Lover for Life. Um and what's that? Robin Crawford's favorite song. Now if you hadn't asked me, I could tell you. It's got to be Lover for Life.
Lover for Life.
Yes, that, and of course, I Will Always Love You.
Okay, yeah, that's her stamp song.
That's the signature.
Stamp song, yeah. She got it from
Yes.
Dolly Parton. Awesome
Oh my
song.
God.
Okay, so I'm gonna just say my favorite Bobby Brown song is "You'll Get Caught Up in the Moment."
Yes. Was that 1988?
No, 1980, I believe. 1989 or 88 or something like that.
I know. I was in college when that came out because Bobby Brown was on top. And do you remember his big hit song, My Prerogative?
Yeah, that was his big hit song. Yeah.
Okay. I had that on the front of my car in college. It's My Prerogative. True story.
Back in the day, in the 80s, 88, 89, that's
Yes.
when Whitney came out. That's when they were like the biggest R&B superstars, both of them at the same time.
People had talent. Yes.
So we're here to just discuss the Red Table Talk, number one. That's what Bobby Brown did, a couple weeks ago, Roland?
Yes. Uh-huh.
We want to talk about the Red Table Talk and just all their successes that they have accomplished, the things that they've done, the good things that they've done. They were very, very talented. They loved one another, and you knew that love was real. You knew that love was real. We are diehard Whitney fans,
Yes.
We love Whitney, and we always will, in her life and her death, and we try not to celebrate the death. We celebrate the life, the career, all the good things that she did. And she was a beautiful spirit, a beautiful person. She did a lot of good things for charity and for people, and she helped a lot of people. We want to talk about that. We're going to talk about that and not all that negative stuff. No, because we don't do that. We don't do that. So me and my girl Roland, we get to talking about Whitney, and we just let it rip. I mean, she always brings a smile to our face because of that voice, and her talent.
Right. Well, I told you, Fine, because I follow a lot of different pages on Instagram. And I told you, you and me been talking for a minute. So I'm all about positivity. And it does bother me, because I always put little hearts or fire symbols or say something positive. And it really bothers me when someone comes on there, oh, she was this, she was that. I mean, you must really be a miserable person. I mean, why let the dead rest?
And why
must you denigrate someone else? They're deceased. It's that to me, that's worse. So that tells me a lot about you. You're miserable. And I mentioned this to you before, Fine. If people on social media, if you're scrolling and you see something you don't like or don't agree with, how about just keep scrolling? Especially, okay, why are you going to come on a Whitney Houston fan page? You know, all of us are on there saying good things, giving heart emojis or whatever, and then you're going to come on here calling her this and that and saying she did this and that. I mean, were you there? You know, so I'm like you. I want to get the positive out. The negative, I don't want to hear it, because I'm gonna be honest with you. When Being Bobby Brown came out, I heard what was going on, but I was like, I don't want. I wouldn't even watch it. I wouldn't watch until after she was deceased, because I didn't want to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Also, you never watched it?
I've watched it after she passed, but when she was alive, I wouldn't watch it because I just heard, what was going on in the show, and I'm like, I don't want to see it like that.
I watched it because I wanted to see her in all ways of life, all walks of life, whether it's good or positive or negative. It didn't matter to me because I just wanted to see Whitney, So, I get what you're saying. You didn't want to see that part, and a lot of people didn't.
I did not.
So
now, I did, like I said, I did watch it, once she was deceased, but I was so disgusted with what was going on. I said, no, I said, I can't watch it because, it would hurt. That hurts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to see her in that light. Like I said, I've since watched it, but I didn't. I would not watch that show while she was alive. I did not. I will not lie to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I actually honestly broke my neck watching it.
Oh
yeah. and you let me hear anybody talk about Whitney, boy. I swear I'm punching him in the mouth.
I'm saying.
I'm gonna have a whole attitude. Don't be talking about my Whitney.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And why, if you don't like this particular star, why are you scrolling? You're a troll. Why are you on the page?
Right.
Go somewhere else. Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
I mentioned it to you earlier. Even if I'm on a page and there's something I don't like or whatever, I don't even put a thumbs down. I just keep scrolling. Why is it so hard for people to keep scrolling?
Right. Why dislike somebody's video?
Exactly. I don't do that. If I go to a video I don't like, I just, I go to another video. I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It serves no purpose, It serves no purpose.
It does not. And it's not releasing positivity into
exactly
the universe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's a waste. And I think, again, I can't denigrate anyone's life, just anyone deceased or living, because I'm still trying to get it right. And I still have things I need to be forgiven for. So, all these holier than thou people, she was a star. So yeah, you knew a lot about her, but what are you doing? You see what I'm saying?
Whitney always said, why do they judge me? Or why, why me? Why me? Why? I just wanted to sing. That's it.
Right.
And she said that. She just wanted a normal.
Yeah, and I think she was. Yeah, she. That's what she wanted to do. But the one of the interviews I watched with her, and somebody was asking her about power and fame and fortune and being a celebrity, and very startling. What her remark was, and she was like, it's not the wealth, it's the fame and everything that goes with it. And you could just see, she was just weighted down, and she didn't understand why everybody in my business. I don't know if you remember, she and Robin were going to go beat up Wendy Crawford.
Wendy Williams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wendy Williams. Because she, well, how Wendy is. She messy.
Yeah, she messy, but I love Wendy too.
Oh my God, boy, Whitney told her a new one. That's what I liked about Whitney. Cause honey, she would tell you like it was.
She did, but I do think that Wendy Williams did love Whitney. She was just trying to. She was doing it in her own way. She was doing it in her own way.
She was doing it in her own way, and of course, her way is gonna get more views than just sitting there talking nice. You provoke someone, people. Ooh, yeah, people want to see that.
Right. Exactly.
But I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it was. She just liked Whitney. It's just she was trying to get a show going, and that she did doing what she thought she had to do.
Right. Aretha Franklin, Whitney's supposed to be aunt, had an interview with Wendy Williams, and Aretha Franklin said, "Thank you for what you said to Whitney because it ultimately helped." So,
Yeah.
she,
She didn't like it at the time, but Whitney, I tell you, Whitney told her a new one.
oh man, I remember that when it first came out, that radio interview. I was at work and I was just dying laughing. I couldn't believe the words that was coming out of her mouth.
Right. And
But
I mean, we were all like, what?
I loved every bit of it.
Oh, yeah, she was real. And it's just sad. Like I said, she was weighted down. The pressure. Clive had created this image of this, little, beauty queen type, all American girl, and no one can live up to those expectations. You know what I'm
They,
saying?
they,
You
yeah,
would have cracked. I would have cracked. You can't. Everyone think you're perfect and you're this. No one can live like that.
I promise you, I thought Whitney was perfect. I thought she wasn't gonna die.
I did fine. I'm older than you, sugar. Fine. You're right, and you got to realize now. When I was in high school, I was still in high school when Whitney got started. And now back then, now in the 80s, we didn't have the internet. All we had was the
No.
Star, the Inquirer, the
Yeah.
Globe, and the Examiner. And
Hmm.
standing right there in the grocery store, right by the
Hmm.
in the grocery store aisle, all those little trashy magazines.
Right.
So I never believed any of the things they were at that time. When I was in high school, they were saying things about she and Robin Crawford. I just ignored all that stuff. I'm like, whatever. They're just trying to, At that time, they were just trashy. That those magazines have been sued several times. So I never believed anything. So when Robin Crawford's book came out and I read it, I was like, oh, I knew when I saw a picture of Robin Crawford, I'm like, this is the same lady. Her in that brown suit. Even though it was back in the 80s, I vividly remember all those tabloids right there standing in the grocery store aisle with Whitney Houston and Robin Crawford. And I never believed any of it until I read the
So
book. I was like, oh, okay.
you was mad at the book? You was mad about the book?
I was angry at, I went through the whole gamut of emotions.
Hmm.
I was angry. I cried. Just, from Robin's perspective, everything that she said about the way Whitney was treated by her family. I was angry at Al Sharpton for him calling her Whitey Houston and at the Soul Train musical. I mean, I was angry. I just wanted to fight. I was angry. I'm telling you, and I'm not a violent person. I was angry at Bobby Brown because in Robin, you haven't read Robin's book. She
No.
describes some of the abuse that took place, and I'm sure in Robin's book, in respect for Whitney, there's a lot that she did not include because she wanted this book to be as respectful as possible. But
Ain't that
and
that's
Bobby
love?
Brown, we know, he's experienced a lot of loss, but and I understand, we have to forgive and forget,
Mhm.
but he still would not admit to the abuse. And there's not just one person that had witnessed the abuse, but it's like with, he's not going to really be able to heal himself all the way until he admits what he has done. And he is not admitting the physical abuse.
But there was one incident where she was cut in her face, but
Yes.
she did come on Oprah and said, "Oh, it was definitely not physical abuse," because she said she fight, she would have fought him, and she hit him on the head with a phone, with a telephone,
Yeah.
So
Robin talks about that incident, the hotel incident, uh, where he was trying to push her around or whatever. I don't want to tell you too much because I know you haven't read the book, but he actually hit her in the head with the phone because she was trying to call her father. At that time, her father was still alive when this incident took place. Um, and,
the stories
it
are
was just,
conflicting a little bit.
huh?
The stories are conflicting a little bit because Whitney
Yes,
said,
so some of those stories are a little. In Robin's book, Robin, says he hit her in the head with the phone or whatever. So who knows? But that, and then there was another incident. Like I said, I don't want to say too much because I know you still need to read the book. But other incidents where they were on the porch, and Sylvia, her assistant, was trying to put her body in the way to stop Bobby's attack. He was pulling Whitney by the hair. I mean, it's just
Wait,
You know.
what?
It's in Robin's book,
Oh
and
wow.
yeah,
It
yeah.
became volatile,
It was
but
volatile. And it was physical. And like I said, I know he's going through a lot, but you're never going to be able to heal 100%. And he still will not say, admit to abusing her, and he knows he did. And
wow.
then with the cut on her face incident, she gave a story and he gave a story. None of it made sense. Conflicting stories again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I know
we
I was just angry, boy. Robin was ready to fight.
but
You'll
she
cut
loved
Whitney's
Whitney.
face? Oh no. Oh
Um,
no.
you got to
God
go.
no.
You got to go. You got to go.
Right.
But she loves Whitney, and she
She
really did.
did.
They shouldn't have kicked her
And
to the curb at all.
yeah.
Had she still been around, we still have Whitney. But I
Oh
didn't.
yeah. I firmly believe that. I do.
I wanted to believe Whitney was perfect because of the illusion that they painted for Whitney. Oh, she's the princess. She's this. She's that.
That was right.
And we all got caught up in that. So we
That's
assumed
it.
she was gonna live forever and this and that. When she died, I just really
Right.
was broken. I was broken. I
Honey,
first couldn't believe it. I couldn't
me
believe
too.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I watched that coverage for like 2 or 3 days straight. I sure did.
I still watch the
I
cover.
sure
Like,
did.
I can't believe it's true,
Oh
because she
yeah,
was
and honey, I still have the magazines I went out and bought when she passed. I still have those too.
she
And
was trying to
I
get
already held up the albums and cassette that I still have. I showed you that to you earlier. Don't mess
you
with
got
me. I still got it, honey. The originals.
it's like I lost a family
Um,
member. It's like I lost a family member when she passed,
yeah, yeah. Also,
But
I forgot to mention, it's not right, but it's okay. That's when she, started turning a little bit funkier with her music. Well, which
with her
really
music,
started with My Love Is Your Love. But when she came out with that video, that look was hot.
you
That
like
I
it
was
a
like,
little.
yes,
That was produced by
yes.
Anthony Jerkins. He's an awesome producer.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. But when she
Awesome,
came out with that whole look, it was like she had a different attitude. I was like, go girl. And
but I
we
just
are all
love.
been hearing about everything she was going through in her marriage. So, and all the philandering that was taking place. So, I was like a woman's anthem right there. We were all like, yeah.
but but I loved when the music she did with Missy Elliott. It was classic, and
Oh
she got a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh yes on her. My love is your love. That's one of my favorite. Oh yes, and
What about, did you like $1 Million Bill?
yeah, I did like it, but I think that
Ah,
Alicia Keys could have did a little bit better for Whitney. Whitney was like the biggest, so how you just gonna give her something? I felt like it should have been a hit, and
right, right.
for months and months and months. Don't give Whitney no mediocre song,
No,
lady.
that ain't gonna work.
You
That's not
know.
gonna work.
So, but my love is your love. It lasted for months and months and months as a hit, number one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's that's how I feel Whitney deserved for her songs, her music, and she was not surrounded around a lot of people who loved her. She had quite a few people who did love her. Quincy being one of them. I know she loved her because you
Oh
can
yeah.
see in the videos that's out, that's public, how Quincy embraces her, and you know,
Oh yeah. That
it,
that that will remain precious to Quincy as long as she is alive. And we talk on her Instagram pages and stuff. And I tell, I'm always commenting, and I said, Whitney loved you because she knew you were a real one. And we already know Whitney was a real one. Okay.
Quincy made it
So,
clear.
and
Quincy said,
I told Quincy, real recognize real. That's just how I go.
Quincy said, "I'm not a fan. I'm a friend,"
Right.
and that stuck out for me. That was just like,
Oh
yes, that's what
yeah. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
about.
yeah.
If Whitney had,
I enjoy, like I said, she puts a lot of that her Whitney content on, and I'm right there to look at it. Like I
Mhm,
said, I just feel like, you know, that girl, that she had no one.
right,
And if you
right,
look at the time, some of the shows she did with Bobby Brown on being Bobby Brown, it's like she reverted back to being a child. Did you see how she acted on that show?
yeah,
And I think
yeah,
to her that was an escape. You know, because being a big time star, look at all the problems it brought.
That was hurt and pain.
Right.
You could see it in her
Exactly.
face that she was tired of what she was going through. She was tired. She loved him, but everything was taken over, and she was
It was
tired.
too much.
One episode that they were just getting out of court from Bobby Brown, and they was at a bar. I think they was drinking and having something to eat, and Whitney just the look in her, she was just like she was tired, you know.
You could
And,
tell. And I told you, I noticed that even when she with the Look to You video, there's no life in her eyes. She was
oh
tired.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, she was human. She was, we loved her, but she was human, and the body can't take for so much.
takes so much, yeah,
And she knew her voice wasn't what it once was,
yeah.
and that defined who she was in her
It
eyes.
yeah, it did.
Because people are always like, "Oh, she destroyed her own voice." When people are in pain, they're gonna do whatever they need to do to remove that pain from their life. Some people drink, some people use drugs, some people, do other things. So,
When she went
again,
when she went on the
huh?
Oprah, I think when she went on Oprah, she sounded good to me. You know, I think she had cleaned herself up
She
or whatever.
looked
You broke up a little bit. What'd you say? You breaking up, Roland.
good.
Roland, Roland, you breaking up. Try to move in a
Yeah,
different
that
spot.
was an
You breaking up.
excellent. Boy, yes, she looked good on that.
Sorry, guys. Roland is breaking up a little bit. We're gonna try to get her back on. Get her back on. Roland. We're going to wait till we get Roland back on. Roland, are you there?
There we go. Hey, you know how this internet is.
That's all right. We have to edit that part out.
Uh-huh. I'm back.
Yes, welcome back. So we're going to play a little bit of the Red Table Talk and just give our thoughts and opinions on that, guys.
Okay.
Thank you for being here with us. Please hit that like button. Share us out. We appreciate you guys all. This is the Whitney and
Right.
Bobby tribute. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen.
And let me make it clear, he wasn't a user. He would experiment with different things.
Got it.
It wasn't like he was dependent on drugs. Like when I was in my situation, I depended. I needed it. He was a young man that tried the wrong stuff, and it took him out of here.
Her drug addiction and losing her life. Yeah, because her life mirrored yours and Whitney's.
She saw firsthand things that were wrong, and Bobby Christina was a super intelligent, bright, not wanting to be like her mom or myself.
I just think about the generational healing process. There's so much personal healing that needs to happen, breaking those cycles and moving into healthier cycles.
Right. Absolutely. It confused things, and she unfortunately was stuck in a relationship, an abusive relationship with a man with a boy, I should say, that basically controlled her to the point where her life was taken.
Okay. Um, do you think he was abusive to her?
Yes, I do. And they, allegedly, was using drugs. Um, Also, I read, where was it? I think, was it a few days before she died? She
Hmm.
went to her family's house and one of her teeth were kicked out. And someone who had been there when it happened said he kicked her in the mouth. I was like, whoa. And again, she was in so much pain and depression, still dealing with the loss of her mother, and then she's being abused.
Got to deal with this
Um,
nut.
right. So
But
it's just, the whole story is just a sad, sad situation. Um, Look at, Whitney passed, her daughter passed, Nick passed, and then another guy who was a friend, he passed as well, and it was all drug related. I mean,
Mac,
just sad.
yeah, it's very sad.
Right. And we're
You know.
looking at these people. You have millions of dollars. Money, that go to show you money means nothing. Okay? That
Mhm.
girl wanted her mother back. She didn't care about the millions of dollars that Whitney left her. That's
Yeah,
obvious.
she shouldn't have been exposed to a show right as soon as her mom died, like on national TV.
Right. Yeah,
Like
exactly. Your girl again, Pat.
that ain't my girl.
Hey. Hey, me and you, we need to do a roll up like a Whitney and a Robin we're gonna do on Wendy. Say, girl, what is your
Look,
problem?
look, I will do a roll up over my Whitney. Play with it if you
I'm
want.
saying we're all angry. This person, the biggest snake in her life, is over the freaking estate. What the heck is going on?
That lady, I swear, I met her and I did not get good energy from her at all. And it
Yeah,
wasn't me judging her. It was just like I'm in protective mode because you supposed to be close to Whitney. I'm finna go in protection mode over my Whitney. So I need to
right.
know you are really who you say you are. So instantly I channeled her energy, and then to know Bobby Christina was there in her condition. So I channeled this lady's energy and it was all bad. It was all
Of
bad.
course. Yep. You're not the
She,
only person I've heard that from either.
you know, I felt like she wanted the life of Whitney.
And
And
did you hear? I don't know if you. She did. She did. You're gonna marry one of the biggest drug abusers in America. You don't even do drugs. She was trying
right.
to get close to Whitney. And she
Yes.
didn't care anything about Whitney. And I don't know if you heard the undercover tape video or audio tapes where she was talking trash about Whitney and talking trash about Bobby
Oh,
Christina. I
I
mean,
heard that. I heard
what
that. I
the
heard
heck
that.
is this?
That
You know,
that confirmed when I met her and my energy that I felt.
you were right. You were absolutely right.
That confirmed. I know my energy is not off, and God give me that gift to just channel people's energies. Her energy
Yeah.
wasn't right. She had on these thigh high boots that Whitney used to wear. I'm like, do this lady is she really wearing Whitney's boots?
Yeah, I know. We had a big conversation about that on Ashley, Shut Up Ashley's YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I remember that because people were upset and going off. I remember that.
I hate that I had to see that all of that, experience all of that,
Right,
but it was for a reason. It was for a reason. Maybe for me to tell the story of
right,
what
exactly.
really happened. You know,
Yeah, it's just sad. Just a sad. The whole situation is sad, and so, like I said, Bobby, you know, he's still here, so he still has time to make amends and
God has a
you know,
purpose, Bobby. I promise you, God has a purpose
oh
for.
yeah, because he's been through some stuff too now. Because I told you after reading Robin's book, I was angry. But again, if you look at his behavior, you got to go back to the childhood and the way people are as adults. Go look and see what happened to them when they were children. That's going to explain a lot. Pretty much all you need to know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I,
It always
I
felt
started
that hard.
becoming sympathetic towards him. Like I said, he's had a lot of loss. He's trying to piece his life back together, so obviously he's still here. Like you said, God still has something for him to do.
I never felt any bad vibes from Bobby. I never felt bad about him. Despite what was being said, I still knew that he was a good person. And he believed in God or whatever. So
He just had mental health issues. That's all. Yeah.
that's it. That's it.
He had,
So,
he had mental health issues that were not addressed, and we both know when you have, depression or whatever the case may be, and you're not being treated, or you bipolar, whatever the situation, bad things happen,
so he's doing great right now. Shout out to Bobby Brown.
Yeah,
We love you
he
over
said he
here.
was.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah,
good.
he said he's trying to piece it back together. So that's all we can do is pray for him. Like I said, loved his music. At that time I was still buying cassettes. I didn't buy the CD. I had his very first multi-platinum album with Roni and all the hit songs. I have it around here somewhere. Fine.
Oh, you got all of that? Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the cassettes. I tell you, cassettes and albums. So
This is episode. This is episode 1 of
right.
our dedication to Whitney and Bobby. Please tune in to episode 2. We're going to play just maybe about a couple more minutes of the Red Table Talk, and then we're going to wrap it up because we're going to jump on the live. And we thank you guys all for supporting. And
thank you so much.
Let's just listen to a few more seconds of what Bobby has to say.
Okay.
Got it.
Yes,
okay.
definitely.
Like all that right. Maybe he drugged her.
Definitely.
Wow. Okay.
He was the only one there with both situations, with my ex-wife and with my daughter, and they both died the same way.
Oh, so wow. you think that he killed Whitney as well?
I believe so.
Got it. Wow. Got it. Do you think that he provided Bobby, Christina, and Whitney with the drugs? How do you think that he's culpable?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is my opinion of who I think this young man was. Being around my daughter and being around my ex-wife, I think he was more so a provider of, party
Materials.
favors.
Yeah. Did you ever have a chance to confront that young man? Or no. Okay.
No, I didn't. In fact, before his death, I was in rehab at the time when he passed. I had planned on, once I left rehab, to approach the young man just to find out how my daughter was in her last days. But I know I never got a chance to, find out from him or talk to him.
Were there no warning signs that there was some domestic violence that was happening with Bobby, Christina?
Not for me.
We're going to let you guys listen to this song with Whitney and her mom. Then we're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
You against the world. Sometimes it feels like me and you against the world. And one of us is left alone to carry on. I know remembering we'll have to do. Our memories alone can get us through. Just think of all the days of me and you against the world. They'll underpay us and overwork you, and always seldom get our due. But when each day is through, we'll take our tired bodies home and look around and know it's me and you and me and you again.
All right. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed this, and I can't wait for episode number 2.
That's right. We love you guys. Take care.
Love you.
Check us out.
See you in the live chat.
All right, sis. Bye-bye.
Okay. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.